There's always talk about the right swim bait rod, the right jig rod, the right crankbait rod, but the spinning rod always seems to be left out of the equation, especially when it comes to the drop shot. Everyone just feels like, oh, I'm just gonna buy whatever spinning rod and I'm gonna go out there and fish a drop shot. Guys, that's like one of the worst things that you can do when it comes to the drop shot. Now, there's a lot of rods out there that are versatile and can do a lot of different things, but when you wanna buy something specifically for the drop shot, the rod is very important, and there's certain things that you guys need to pay attention to. This video is sponsored by Waterland Fishing Optics, guys. These are my Hybro frames. These are the frames that I wear to work. I wear them off the water, and occasionally I'll even wear them on the water. This is the silver mirror frames, which is what I like to wear day in, day out off of the water. Waterland's got a ton of different frame options for you guys, ton of different lens colors, men's frames, women's frames, polycarbonate lenses, glass lenses, so they got you covered when it comes to sunglasses. So head over to waterlandco.com, use discount code LUNA15 so they know that I sent you, and so you can get 15% off. Again, that's waterlandco.com, use discount code LUNA15. A major mistake that I see people make when fishing the drop shot is they have too heavy of a rod. You don't want a medium heavy rod fishing the drop shot. You want medium or medium light. Those are the two options you have when it comes to fishing the drop shot. Now, in a pinch, can you use a medium heavy rod? Sure. But I would highly recommend, if you're a drop shot fisherman, to have the right equipment for the drop shot setup. And for a rod, it's a medium to medium light action. This is important because that medium light or medium action is gonna help you cast those small weights, those small baits, and that light line. When you set the hook, having an action in that rod that tapers a little bit, that's not too stiff, is gonna help you to not break the line on the hook set, not break that line on the fight back to the boat, because a lot of times that drop shot's gonna get you big bites because those fish are finicky, they don't wanna eat, and that little drop shot just sitting there is gonna get that bigger fish to bite sometimes, and you're gonna need the right equipment in order to actually land that fish. Having the right action out of your rod is very important as well. You need something with a softer tip. You need something that's gonna bend, because when you set that hook, you need that rod tip to bend, but also have enough little backbone in the bottom end of that rod to be able to get that hook into the fish. But if that fish is fighting and it surges and you have something that's not giving enough, it's gonna break that line. If you set the hook and that rod tip doesn't give it all, it's gonna break that line on the hook set. So make sure that you have the right action and the right weight rating for your rod. Now, I prefer to have a spinning rod when I'm fishing the drop shot, because when I'm dragging that light weight along the bottom, I just feel like I have better bottom contact with that spinning rod. Now, the specific rods that I use are 6 cents rods. I use the Milliken, I use the Lux, I use the Divine, I use the USA Custom. I fall in love with that USA Custom. If you're looking for a high-end rod, I highly recommend that USA Custom. But I've also caught a ton of fish on the Milliken and the Lux. But I would get the best rod that you can afford, because sensitivity and weight all factor into it. And you want a rod that's super sensitive, and you want a rod that's super light, because a lot of times the lighter rods are the more sensitive rods. So guys, if you want to learn more about the drop shot, make sure to click on the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.